What's up, everybody? Today in Cooking with Johnny, we're gonna go ahead and make some ribeye steak tacos. So let's get to it. All right, so today we're gonna need some jalapeños. We're gonna need some scallions. We're gonna go ahead and grill those up. Some radishes, limes, some Roma tomatoes. That's gonna be for the salsa, and then some cucumber. You know, those go on the side. Chopped up. Then the avocado, we're gonna need the avocado so we can go ahead and make some avocado guac. Some cream for that, garlic, your sea salt, crushed pepper, some olive oil, of course your 2 ribeyes, which we're gonna marinate in a little bit. And then these tortillas right here, I actually pick up at a local market. They were made around noon this afternoon, so they're still hot. You know, to me, the tortilla is always key for the good taco. If you don't have a good tortilla, your tacos are gonna be very average, and those are really good tortillas. And obviously our molcajete, so we can go ahead and make our salsa today. So let's go. All right, so right here what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with 7 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna put 2 aside for the salsa, and these ones I'm gonna go ahead and chop them up fine because these are gonna go on our steaks. All right, now that we got our garlic nice and chopped, it's time to go ahead and do our salt and pepper mix. Sea salt as I like, and we're gonna use fresh crushed pepper. Do a 60-40 mix to my taste. And we're gonna go ahead and rub it on these babies. Okay, so we got our salt and pepper mixed up nicely. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the olive oil and rub just a tad on each side of the steak before we add our salt and garlic on it. Now that we got our steaks ready to hit the grill, we're gonna go ahead and clean up our scallions, our cebollitas, and clean up all these hairs. Cut about 1 inch off the top, and then we're gonna wrap them in foil with a little bit of olive oil. Vegetable oil's fine, and we're gonna go ahead and toss them on the grill. All right, so we got our cucumber here. I'm gonna go ahead and peel it. I leave a gap in between a green. It gives it a little bit of a flavor. You can go ahead and peel it all the way, but this is to my taste. After that, we're gonna cut the tips off, slice it down the middle. Once we do that, I don't like the seed texture when I chew on my cucumber. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a spoon, and I'm just gonna slightly go down the middle and scoop out all the seeds. Once you get those 2 cleaned up, it's ready to slice. All right, right here I got my radishes. People are probably like, why radishes? But you know, radishes go really well with tacos on the side. It's like a compliment to them. So I'm just gonna thin slice these down. Now we're gonna slice our limes. No, I do not recommend yellow lemons to use on your tacos. If you're using yellow lemons, you're not eating the real deal. You're eating probably filibertos or something that is not authentic. Here we got 2 avocados. I used 1 too many. I made a lot of it. You could just use 1. Use half a jalapeno for flavor. doesn't make it spicy. Some dairy pure heavy cream, any heavy cream is good. Some sea salt. We're gonna go ahead and scoop our aguacate or avocado into the blender and add about a cup or half a cup, depending how much avocado you put. For the two I added about 1 cup, depending how thick you want it. Now we toss our jalapeno in. We're gonna add a little bit of salt. You don't want to add too much. If you add too much salt, you could always add salt. You can't take it out. If you over salt your aguacate or guacamole, oh my god, it's not gonna be good. So a little bit of salt. Here goes the cream. Like I said, if it's too thick to blend, add a little more. Stop the blender, mix it with the spoon, and then blend it as you go. Do not stick your spoon in there as the blender's on. Look at that. Great texture, great color, great consistency. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it came out delicious. Just right with salt and all that. Let's go back a bit. I forgot to mention, we're gonna use cilantro and cebolla. Does it really need an introduction? What taco does not have cebolla and cilantro? So 1 onion, 1 bunch of cilantro, finely chopped. That's all you need. Boom, that's all you need right there. All right, we got most of our things cut up. Cilantro, our cucumbers, onions, limes. Got our steaks ready to hit the grill, so let's get to it. Now that our charcoal's ready to go, let's go ahead and spread it evenly around and put the grill over it and start grilling our steaks. Nice scrub down, wouldn't hurt it. I'm gonna go ahead and place our cebollitas down so they can get nice and roasted inside. And I'm gonna place our tomatoes and our jalapeños for our salsa down. We're gonna toast them up nice and evenly. Just keep an eye on it. Make sure you don't overcook it or burn it up. So nice even toasted sides all around. All right, so let's keep an eye on our tomatoes and our jalapeños. That way they don't get burnt. If you got it on low heat somehow, then they probably won't, but you don't want to over burn them. It'll be kind of bitter of a taste, so let's just make sure we keep moving them around just like that, ready to come out. Ta-da! The moment we've been waiting for. Let's grill these suckers. If you notice, I always put my hand over the steak to give it better grill marks. You don't have to if you're scared of the hot or the fire, but it definitely helps. Let's go ahead and flip them over. And let's do it again. Now, depending how well you want them done, you want to go ahead and flip them between, like I said, 5 minutes is good, at least for my taste. All right, and I'm gonna flip them one more time. As you can tell, they're starting to cook nice and even. The flames are getting a little high. If you have that problem and you don't want to burn your steak, what I suggest is get a water bottle and poke a little hole over it, and you can slightly sprinkle a little over it, and it does calm the fire down. I like to put beer over it. Works for me. These scallions are ready to come out, so let's go ahead and take them out after about, what's it been, 15 minutes in the grill. Okay, so these boys are ready. No, we're not putting butter on these because we're making tacos and we're trying to keep it original. So let's go ahead and move them to the side and keep them indirectly straight from the flame so you don't burn them, and leave them for about 4 or 5 minutes. They should be ready to pull out. Boom, They're ready to go. Let's get these suckers out. You don't want to overcook them. They get dry. Although the ribeye is a nice cut, if you do like them well done, by all means leave them indirectly from the flame so you don't burn them. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is let them rest up, wrap them up in foil while I go ahead and prepare my molcajete salsa. Here we have our molcajete with our 2 garlic cloves, 4 tomatoes, and we have 4 jalapeños. What we're gonna do is get our 2 garlic cloves, and we're gonna go ahead and add some salt. I'd say about a teaspoon to a tablespoon, depending how much salsa you're gonna make. Like I said, you could always add, you can't take out. So, peace of mind. Okay, here we're gonna start smashing with our rock, and you're gonna do it nice, like turn it into a pudding basically. And before we start adding one by one, as far as the jalapeños and the tomatoes. And as you can tell right here, we got it nice like a pudding. And what I'm gonna do is add 1 jalapeno at a time and smash them up, so you have, it's easier to do. If you add everything at once, it becomes a nightmare, or at least your hand will hurt. What if I don't have a molcajete? You know what? You're shit out of luck. All I could suggest is you can go ahead and use a blender, but definitely the molcajete gives it, I don't know, it's a touch. It wouldn't be molcajete sauce without a molcajete. Okay, here we have the jalapeños are already mashed up. You can tell they're nice and thick still, but nicely mashed. We're gonna go ahead and do 1 tomato at a time. Our salsa is basically ready here. I added 3 tomatoes and 3 jalapeños. I couldn't fit it all. I didn't want to overdo it. If you want it less spicy, you can obviously add less jalapeño. It did need a little bit of salt, so I added more. Good thing I didn't oversalt it. And I'm going to add a little bit of cilantro on top, because it does give it a little bit of flavor as well. You don't have to, but I've seen it be done like this. My mom does it like this. There you go. Salsa's ready. Let's go ahead and make these tacos. So now we're gonna go ahead and chop these ribeyes up. As you can tell, my ribeye is a little pink still. This is perfect for my taste. As you can tell right there, it's about medium. Nice and juicy. Let's get chopping. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get a little bit of the ribeye fat on the hot pan, and I'm gonna rub it over it so your tortillas not only get some flavor on it, they don't stick. Who said tacos are supposed to be healthy, right? And here we go. Double tortilla. Gonna add some of that ribeye. Nice portion. Cebolla. Cilantro. We're gonna go ahead and put some cucumbers on the side. Some radishes. Let's go ahead and put some of our salsa. And guac. Num, num, num. Can't forget the lime. A taco's not a taco without lime, in my opinion. If your girl don't like onion on her tacos, ejectocito, cuh. Really, words can't explain the quality of a good damn taco. Fire. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe.